Hey, y'all, and welcome back to another Thursday Tea with your fave medium, Dani. Alright, y'all, so today is going to be a different type of Thursday tea. This Thursday tea is going to be focused on the future of Twitter. I mentioned a couple other videos. If you've been keeping up my Zodiac videos, my other Thursday tea, I talked about just really getting insight on Twitter. If you don't know, you're gonna see like a little card up here. I did do a reading on social media overall in general, but as you can see, there's been a lot of crazy things, and I need to look back over that reading. I might have discussed certain things when it came to Twitter, but I want to do a bigger deep dive of what's to come, what are things to look like, and just what we can see for the future of it, right? So let's do it. Okay, but before I get started, a couple household things. First, if you're new here, thank you again for stopping by my channel, Dani Be Knowing. My name is Dani. I'm a medium, intuitive psychic, and for those of you that are not new to this but true to this, thank you for coming back. Hey. So, I am a medium, intuitive psychic with her books open, and you can book with me at www.danielleclark.com. If you're like, she's lit, she's fun, I do offer 30-minute recorded readings, and it will say in the description, the title, recorded, and any hour reading is always through Zoom or recorded if requested, right? I also do offer text-based readings. I've done that before where I've typed up the reading. So please, that's also an option, and you can see it on my site as well. Just make sure to comment that, and you'll get that. All right, y'all. Oh, my nose is already itchy. Are we excited? I'm a little excited. A little scared. Okay, let's see what's going on. Take a sip of water. But if this is your first Thursday tea, I say this is different because in my usual Thursday teas now, I start off with pop culture, political stuff, and celebrity things that are going on, and then I switch off the next half to doing collective reading. So, it's like all in one, little sips of tea to sip through the week. All right, so dear spirit guides, ancestors, spirit guides, family, I want to do a reading on the future of Twitter, insight, what's to come, what does it look like. Elon Musk. Can we get a music card first, just to get the energies? I'll be using a music card from Jalissa's Messages, and I really like using music. Really good way of getting like insight of energy, getting messages. So what is the energy for Twitter? What is going on with Twitter? What's to come? Okay, I'm pretty sure we're all like wanting to know like what's the insight, what's the tea, and let's see what I can get today. And it's still Thursday tea because this is tea. Okay. So for the energy, we got "Drunken Love" by Beyonce, and it says, "We woke up in the kitchen saying, 'How the hell did this shit happen? Oh baby. Drunken love, we be all night. Last thing I remember is our beautiful bodies grinding up in that club. Drunken love.'" All right. This song, I love this song. It just brings back to times in college, especially my sophomore year. But what this card is telling me is the future of Twitter isn't going to look so great. I know Elon Musk has been talking about all these little twitches and things that he's going to do, but literally the first line is, "We woke up in the kitchen saying, 'How the hell did this shit happen?'" That's going to be a lot of people's sentiment. How did we get here when it comes to Twitter? How did we get here for one of the biggest social media sites, right? Where we can get all this information from all over the world, where the biggest news happen. You can get misinformation, real information, get all these things. There's so much you can get from Twitter. How did we get here with this? How did you fuck that up? Essentially is what I'm hearing. So let's get more insight. Let's see what's to come. Can we get the insight on the future of Twitter? First of all, Twitter has no money. There's money that's going to be lost. There's going to be issues when it comes to finances because these new forms that is trying to be done with paying for the subscription, doing that, it's not going to work out so well. It's already we're already seeing issues with that. You know, if you're going to let anybody be verified without any ID, who's to say nothing will happen, right? We got this, and I'm just saying that with this 5 of diamonds at the bottom. That's the hidden underline that nobody really wants to discuss. It's been said, but is it really being discussed that essentially there's no money in this? And yeah, okay. So 6 of spades. I do think we're gonna get insight of Elon being sick or something when it comes to Twitter. I think that's gonna be another hit towards Twitter in the midst of him moving, firing, creating chaos, trying to do whatever. I can see a talk of him becoming sick coming into play. Or there's going to be an issue with information being spread in regards to COVID stats and sickness coming up throughout the holidays. I'm seeing there's going to be an issue when it comes to health. I think there's going to be some misinformation being allowed to be spread through Twitter, and we'll look into it. It's going to be a direct link to him of this oversight or being intended, but there's something here that has to do with the health that is going to be a big focus on Twitter and its connection to Twitter. Maybe Elon's going to have some type of stock in pharmacy or something. It's something here though. Then we have this 2 of spades balance. There's going to be a lot of talks of balance. Oh, I'm just trying to get the regular people to feel like the other people, you know. We weren't popular. They're not, you know, a lot of subscription stuff that he's going to be doing, a lot of verification. It's going to be a lot of discussions of, I just want the other people, the poor people, to feel one with us, to feel balanced. And that's not what it is. It's a capitalistic game. And what I see here happening is I can see Twitter turning into a different type of social media platform before our eyes. I have this Ace of Spades here, and it's showing me a new door opening for Twitter. There's going to be an opening here to upheave it and change it. And I think that's going to be something that we're going to see happening damn near overnight or over time. Like, really, if you have tweets or threads that you are close with, that offer great information, that a lot of you guys have done such amazing work on Twitter, please get to archiving and saving. And because I can see there being an issue with data breaches, a lot of data leakages, and also some big numbered accounts being hacked easily or getting booted out their account because there's going to be some type of new security thing in place. Like just putting your username here and we can help you log in. You know? So I can see a lot of weird things coming to Twitter that's going to make it a whole different social media platform. Droves of people probably moving away from it or not using it as much. And then we got the 6 of Hearts here, which is telling me that there's going to be issues from the past that are going to be biting Elon and Twitter. So maybe there is a lawsuit that was pending when it came to Twitter, or maybe there are things coming into play because he did fire his whole legal team or something. There's something being worked on from the past, and then this is going to be causing an issue. So there's going to be past things coming up for Elon, for Twitter as a whole, that we're going to be seeing being discussed. Along with that, we are going to learn of things about what's going on with Twitter really fast. These headlines, these things, pay attention to when you can realize, okay, there's a distraction happening here. Like, who just walks up and do this and that, and now it's being talked about everywhere, but you firing 50,000 people on the hush hush. That don't make no sense, you know? So the future of Twitter, I'm getting an eBay feeling. I think we can really see Twitter turning into a common place to sell things over. You know how Facebook has a marketplace? I can see Twitter coming into ways of that. I can also see there's an issue with deals, contracts. We might see some advertisements, way worse advertisements because Elon, I think he's removing like having that type of integrity when it comes to promoting certain things. So be very careful with your timeline. Know how to streamline it. Know how to curate it. I mean, because we're gonna see a lot of things happening on Twitter. Trying to get to the bottom dollar here. Let me get some more insight. Seven of Diamonds. Okay. Yeah, Twitter's gonna have to make a move to somewhere else in order to get money, and it's not gonna be a good way of it being communicated. Honestly, we might find ourselves logging to Twitter to something completely different, and it's gonna be a theme happening here because there's a lot of struggles happening in the conference room, in the meetings, discussing what the fuck the future of Twitter is going to look like. And honestly, they're not thinking of it from a point of view as Twitter has had such a big foundation in pop culture, in politics, in world politics, international. So much you are able to connect with that we only thought we could, I guess, get through Facebook and maybe MySpace. But now we can see that taking a step back from Twitter is going to be really disappointing. And it's going to be a lot of fast movements. All these sevens, we're not going to be able to slow it down, essentially. If anything, slowing it down would be not to feed into the subscriptions, not to put your card or money into anything. Slowing it down would be not to partake in the new features that are to come that are going to kind of turn it into a shop place. You know, pretty soon we're going to see like a dollar sign there where you can able to send somebody money right there through Twitter, through your Cash App. You're going to be able to connect it. That's what I'm saying. It's going to be a lot of things being connected, a lot of things being done, but the integrity is not in it. Data breaches, data leakages, your information being stolen, scamming. It's just going to be so much easier, you know? What else with Twitter? The Twitter color brand might be changing. I don't want to get like a mossy green. And I think it's gonna be when Elon feels away. Like he's just gonna go off like, I hate this blue, and he's just gonna change the color. And that's how a lot of decisions are gonna be based off a big man baby, someone who just wakes up when like knocked me in the face over here. So now I just feel like removing quote tweets. Why the fuck should you be able to quote tweet me? Those types of things. Power hungry. We're just, and also, like I said, curating your timeline. There's not going to be a safety net or many things being protected when it comes to discrimination, race, racism, transphobia, homophobia, all those things. It's going to be very rampant on Twitter, and it's going to be appearing on your timeline, not because someone's tweeting this and that. We might see like, oh, this tweet might be for you. Why would that tweet be for me? But we're going to see these features fucking up that way, doing these things without a care, because now it's a show, you know. Now let's get insight on the job market when it comes to Twitter. I do see another wave of layoffs being happening, but we might hear these layoffs happening in more traditional way, like supposed to like actual severance packages. Maybe, yeah, because we got Elon here on the board, the King of Diamonds. Like I said, we could see Elon getting sick. It might be just some discussions of mental health, of an illness, like maybe a stomach illness or something I'm seeing coming up. But that is what's gonna slow down Twitter's pace of the features I was discussing earlier, but also lead it to a place where it probably won't be Twitter anymore. Yeah, I keep seeing like a green mossy color. Like I think it's gonna change the color. That brand's gonna be changed. It's gonna be a very interesting time. What else can you give me on Twitter, y'all? Check your settings on Twitter. Do you have it set to where it's tracking you? I gotta check my settings too. Now I'm saying it, what? Because I be knowing. But checking settings on Twitter will be really good at this time. Like I said, a lot of breaches, and it's gonna be really easy to dox. Doxing has always been a thing, but this is coming to me for a lot of you, you know, that are that host conversations on Twitter that are discussing things. You know, it can bring in trolls. Be very careful of doxing. Doxing is going to be a lot easier. I will actually check my Twitter page. Do you have like your hometown up? Do you have pictures of yourself? Really go through. And it's time to do a scrub because ain't shit gonna be safe at all. Like, something dealing with healthcare being discussed on Twitter is going to be an issue. There might be a ban on it. Like, you're not allowed to discuss COVID-19 or talk about the vaccines, this and that. It's going to be something tied in with that. Very interesting. We got Queen of Hearts. Don't get easily manipulated as these changes are going, as things are happening on Twitter. There's going to be some manipulation in play when it comes to, I guess, the future of it. We might be hearing conversations of manipulation. Manipulation is coming up, and I'm trying to like get it to make sense. Like, what does that have to do with Twitter? Manipulating the masses. That's gonna be a huge thing happening on Twitter, and just allowed, you know, like misinformation, a lot more. Like, I don't know if you believe it. I'm telling you, too easy to run a cult. Yep, and it's gonna be very deep really quickly. So what I see here is it's going to call for us to have a balance with how we're using Twitter, having a balance with knowing, I guess, our limit, what we're willing to take as this app changes over time. And I see like it's just digging a bigger hole into the ground as we speak. Whatever's going on Twitter, all these things that they're doing, they're not helping anyone. There's a hole being dig deeper. I just see someone like digging a hole, just digging. And it just gets deeper and deeper. These issues are going to be things swept under the rug, and we're probably not going to hear anything very pertinent to this time that's happening right now with Twitter to 2025. I'm seeing close around 2025 is when we're going to start really getting insight. That's probably because documentaries or books and stuff will be coming out around that time after everything ties up in the courtrooms and stuff. So look forward to not look forward, but we're gonna get a lot more insight, a lot of nitty gritty details that I feel like are missing from these pieces when it comes to Twitter. But for the future of Twitter, I am seeing a big change, a big shift. It's giving a lot of marketplace type of feel when it comes to Twitter. There's gonna be money not being there, being lost. They're gonna have to hire some people. We're gonna hear a lot of issues of the funding, and that's gonna be where the main root of it is. Besides it being ran by a big billionaire man baby. But we're going to see a lot of that root from there of all these things that we're not taking seriously, that we're not taking into consideration, starting to blow up. And that's what I see for the future of Twitter so far, y'all. Thank you so much for joining me on this Thursday tea, this special Thursday tea of the future of Twitter. Have a good one, y'all. Bye.